Princess Catherine's mother, Carole Middleton, has been controversially left out of a message released by Kensington Palace for Mother's Day. It was previously suggested by a royal commentator that the Princess of Wales would publicly honour her mother. Carole, now aged 70, and her husband, Michael Middleton, aged 75, provided Kate with significant support during her cancer treatment last year. The close bond between Kate and her parents was evident in her cancer recovery video last summer. The Middletons were filmed playing cards with their grandchildren in heartwarming scenes. Royal commentator Jenny Bond suggested that Kate would likely want to publicly thank her own mother for her support during the past year. She told the Mirror, "Whether Carole and Mike will decide to spend the day with the Waleses or their other children, we don't of course know." However, the Princess of Wales broke from royal tradition by choosing not to share a family photograph with her children or her mother, Carole. Kensington Palace shared a completely different type of Mother's Day message on Sunday. Instead of a family portrait, Kate opted for an emotional message alongside a montage video featuring scenic shots of nature. Kate's message read, "Over the past year, nature has been our sanctuary. This Mother's Day, let us celebrate Mother Nature and recognise how our bond with the natural world can help not only nurture our inner selves, but remind us too of the role we play within the rich tapestry of life." Royal observers noted this appeared to be a protective measure for her children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis. The decision marked a significant departure from previous years, when the princess would typically share intimate family portraits to mark the occasion. The move comes after last year's controversial Mother's Day photo sparked a scandal when it was discovered to be heavily photoshopped. Last year, Kate faced significant health challenges after undergoing abdominal surgery. Her absence from public view fueled widespread speculation and rumours. In an attempt to quell concerns, the princess shared a Mother's Day photo with her 3 children. However, the image quickly became the centre of controversy when it was discovered to be heavily manipulated. A kill notice was subsequently issued for the photo, instructing media outlets to remove it from circulation. The incident occurred during what was already a difficult period for the royal family. The Photoshop scandal created additional pressure at a time when Kate was focusing on her recovery.
I used to have to use the razor that my ex-girlfriend used to shave her legs. It scratched me and it made me feel weird. But fear not, because Manscaped is back with a game changer. This isn't just any old shaver. We're talking about the Chairman Pro Electric Foil Shaver with 2 interchangeable skin-safe blade heads. One for that baby smooth look and another when you want to keep it a bit rugged. Get this, it's waterproof. You can use it in the shower, by the pool, or even while scuba diving if that's your thing. This beauty runs for 75 minutes on a single charge. That's enough time to shave your face, your mate's face, and still have juice left over for touch-ups. You'll also get their Power Shave Gel for a proper wet shave experience, and a face shave soother to keep your mug looking fresh and irritation-free. It's like having a barber in your bathroom, minus the awkward small talk. Click the link in the description and use the code GBN for a whopping 20% off and free shipping with the code GBN at manscaped.com. Join the 11 million blokes worldwide who trust Manscaped. Your face will thank you, and so will your wallet.
This latest video from Kensington Palace closely resembles recent messages from Catherine and Will, including the announcement of the completion of Kate's chemotherapy treatment. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams appeared on GBNews to discuss the royal message, as well as the support the Middleton family have provided throughout the family's ordeal.
The palace have been very clear. This does not mean that she is completely well and that life will return to normal, but yesterday was a glimpse of what will hopefully be normality returning.
No, you're absolutely right. It was indeed, and it's in the court circular, and it shows part of what is undoubtedly a progression, Trooping the Colour, Wimbledon, and now this meeting, because she's devoted to the early years project. She's called it her life's work, and clearly this, as you say, is a step in the right direction. But yes, everything with care and concentrating on being cancer-free, as she said in the video message.
There's still a debate, Richard, about the video she released. I was asked about by Bev. I was at the TUC conference down in Brighton, and I'd only really caught a glimpse of it, and now I've watched it properly. I think I'm still rather uneasy about it. Was it a little bit too glitzy and Hollywoody?
Well, I think that, there's a balance to be had here. On the one hand, that it's getting a message across to certainly to young people. I think that was the priority. And that meant that it was packaged. I was so moved originally when she told us that she was undergoing preventative chemotherapy.
Yeah.
a very, very different approach. And of course, there's no doubt with the slow motion, with the music and so forth. I mean, it was done deliberately and done for a purpose, and that purpose was to spread the word. And if that helps to spread the word about this malign disease, and do it worldwide. So it was very easily accessible. I look at it in those terms, my own feelings. I see your point, of course, because this is a certain amount of slick packaging, but it's not meant in any sense as any form of disrespect. I think it's just depending on who you're targeting and who you want to get.
I suppose I also, Richard, it's a sign they're doing things their way.
Well, I mean, it's a change. This is completely new. It's totally unprecedented, obviously, to see the Prince and Princess of Wales so intimately. And there's no question, I mean, it has caused a certain amount of debate. And yes, I've heard and read articles that agree with your point of view. I mean, things do evolve. The royals have never projected themselves like this before, and so it is done for a purpose. On the other hand, I mean, you could argue the royal family in the 1960s, that was unique, and that was locked away. As far as I know, it still is, because it's considered so intrusive. So it's a question of getting the balance, and this is a very difficult time, of course, for the royal family, especially with two senior members, as you know, suffering from cancer, and hopefully things are going in the right direction.
They're on a bit of a sort of a PR win at the moment, William and Catherine, which I know is not the intention when you're recovering from cancer. But in terms of the popularity with the British public, somebody who is playing a part in that as well is James Middleton, so Catherine's brother, who's done some interviews with the press saying how great his sisters have been for him. I quite like these insights into that sibling dynamic. Richard, how about you?
Well, I think the Middletons, you could say, perhaps the unsung heroes of them. We only saw, for example, Michael and Carole Middleton at Royal Ascot, and then very briefly, but you can just imagine what's happening behind the scenes. And yes, James has had a lot of publicity in the Daily Mail on this. The fact that there's obviously real assistance and backing, but done, unlike so many things in the royal family, done quietly, but absolutely pivotal, yes.
Yeah, OK. Great to see you, Richard. Thank you very much, Richard.
And, of course, Kate Middleton's parents were in that video, of course, because they are a very, very important part of the family setup.
Yeah.
I interviewed Pippa Middleton. Once when I was on the Mail.
Oh,
She's incredibly nice.
Was she?
She'd done a cookery book for charity. Very cautious.
Yeah,
I couldn't even get her to say, is your sister's favourite recipe in this book?
But
she wouldn't even say that.
But that's